podcast, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Cloak and Dagger. I got Joe with me today. Joe, say a few words.
Joe says a few words.
Joe
And
said a few words. That was just a few words. You literally
that's
said a
it.
few words.
That's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm only going to say a few words. But
Well,
but just to say something, we
yeah.
are talking about the Freeform show Cloak and Dagger, not so much the comic book, because I have not read a single one of those
Oh,
fucking comics.
okay. Well, then that's a good thing you said that.
You
So
can
a
talk
little
about the
bit.
comics. I can't.
I could do that. Do you want some backstory with the comic? Like first introductions or how shit came to be? Anything like that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, let's see where this goes. But let's start with what I know, and let's
Sure.
you be the expert man. We're going to call you Expert Man
Mm,
Justin tonight. You are the
that's
expert man.
a lovely name. I like it. Keep going.
All right.
Flatter me.
I will. I will do that
Yes.
all the times.
No one
So
else.
I just recently watched Cloak and Dagger. I think you finished it a little while ago. Is that correct?
Yes. I,
Yeah.
I finished it around the same time you did.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we finished it around the same time.
I'm glad
That's
we're in
cool.
agreement with that.
Yes. Um,
We did.
I'm gonna just go off with what my opinion is, not knowing nothing about these characters.
Okay.
I feel that this was a very slow moving show.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I enjoyed it. It's not one of those ones where I was like, "This is moving too damn slow. Fuck this. I'm done." I actually liked it because of the character development between the two teenagers in it, Cloak and Dagger, Tandy and Tyrone.
Yes.
The character development in it was great. The fact that she was the darker of the two, but she's Dagger, and
Hmm.
he's like the I don't want to kill people. I'm a good guy. I
Okay.
really like the way they went with that. I thought it wasn't what I was expecting actually at all,
Yeah.
which I really liked.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. It was cool. It was an okay show. It was very slow moving. The CGI was good, but then it seemed like it actually got worse towards the end of it, which was weird. Or I guess they blew their budget on the first few episodes.
I
I hope it picks up. I hope second season is a little bit better, but I think a lot of first seasons of shows when they come out are always a little rocky, and you never know what's going to happen.
um I hated the end of this show. So, spoilers alert if you haven't seen this.
Really, that was like the only part of the show I liked.
I hate zombies, dude. Zombies are so overplayed at this point. I'm fucking done with zombies.
I don't
And
think
that's
she's
just
a zombie.
who?
The fucking yeah, we already did spoilers, right? We said
Yeah,
spoilers. Okay.
I said spoilers.
Um, the cop at the end.
No, no, no. I'm not the cop. Just the whole zombie
Oh,
people
the
thing.
terrors, and they get
Yeah, like come on, man. They get flashed with some kind of yellow-ish light, and they become
so
zombies. This is garbage. And I'm sure there might be something in the comic that you're going to bring up right now or something. But
there's not. They strayed pretty far away. At least not that I know of, anyway. They strayed pretty far away from the comics in the show. They like here's the comics, and then they were like, "Oh, we're coming for you, con. No, we're not. We're going away." They strayed very far from the comics for the most part. So the original backstory is basically Tandy was very wealthy, very rich. Her mom was like a model or some shit like that, and ignored her growing up. And then the dad was crap. What was the dad?
he was a dude.
Doesn't matter. Wasn't there for
All
her.
right.
So she pretty much had like abandonment issues at that point, and just no one paid attention to her. And like her boyfriend also left her, and then Tyrone, his backstory was a friend of his got shot, not his brother. The brother wasn't one that got shot. It was just his friend got shot. And then, they're both kind of out into the world and very looking for answers and just like hungry and just starving kids, Joe. They're starving kids. And for 10 cents a day, you can buy them a cheeseburger.
Where can I get a 10-cent cheeseburger?
It's Detroit, maybe.
What is?
Uh, So that's the backstory for them, and Roxxon Corp isn't the one that kind of gives them the powers. What actually happens is Simon Marshall is the scientist, and they inject him with like a heroin type drug, and they don't die from it. They gain their abilities.
So they're like X-Men or like Captain America getting shot up with serum and shit.
Yeah. So the funny like shit with all that is that in the
Marvel,
X-Men universe, there's a lot of mutants, and they're all in the same like universe, you know.
and some of them
But
are
you look at the Avengers, and there's no mutants. Like they just got their powers through weird experiments or super suits, or it's just I always found that weird.
some weird ass awesome archery skills,
But
but
yeah, just really good with a bow.
but
So
the
yeah,
mutants,
that's that.
to rectify what I said, mutants usually are born with their powers, and
Yes.
these dudes, what is up with Marvel loving their serums? Like you got Black Widow who has a similar serum to Captain America.
No, she doesn't.
She was juiced up with serum, buddy.
No, she's not.
She's a super soldier.
No, she's not.
What the fuck? I'll
Mm-hmm.
have to, I'm gonna have to look that up because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm right.
Nope.
I think I am.
No.
Anyway,
But keep going.
and then you got Weapon X experimented on all that horse shit, and he I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm done. Back to
Okay.
Cloak and Dagger.
All right. Good going. Um. So yeah, it's or at least I don't remember Black Widow having super seared. I would have remembered that, or I could be very wrong. I'm gonna look that up later, and someone's gonna be like, "No, you're wrong, stupid," which is fine. Please tell me I'm wrong. Uh, so yeah, back to Cloak and Dagger. I don't know. It was they 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 followed the comics for the most part, and there was some stuff they got right. It was slow moving. It was the first season of a show. It sounded like Tyrone was using some weird accent the entire time. I don't know if you picked that up.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
He kind of
Um,
sounded like it was. I don't know. It sounded like Kermit half the damn time. Like it was really. It kind of made me not want to watch the show for a while, which is terrible because they were both good actors. Like it was a good show, but he was just like Harry, and I'm like, oh my god, please stop talking. I don't know what accent you're going for, but it's awful.
huh.
I don't know if that you agree with me on that at all, but it wasn't fond. I wasn't fond of it.
Uh, no, I agree with you.
All right.
I don't know what to say about that. So things.
You just be like, oh, he had a weird frog voice.
It it sounded like sometimes he sounded normal, and yeah, sometimes he did sound like Kermit, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's like is that supposed to be some nervous tick or something he has, or
Don't know.
like is that a
I
character flaw? Like I don't know.
I don't know because I thought maybe like it was some instance. Like I know nothing about the guy. I don't know his acting history. I thought so. I tried to actually go back to like some YouTube videos and look stuff up to like find interviews of him and just see if he normally sounds like that. And he kind of does. So he just kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog.
The yeah,
Yeah. So I mean,
and they're angsty teens, so maybe his voice is changing. Maybe that's it.
what's he gonna
Maybe
sound like the Swedish Chef next?
no, maybe it's going from Kermit to adult voice, so he'll sound more like Sam Eagle or something.
Jeez, just very proper.
Yeah.
Uh, we're going to arrest them. It's yeah. It was just so yeah. The voice was weird. Other than that, I don't know. There's not too much to say about the show. They don't even have
Well,
a lot of comics. Like I could tell you, their first appearance was Spider-Man.
hmm.
So I know there was talks to like have them come into the Spider-Man, like come into the Spider-Man. Yeah, I know there's talks like they would love to bring Spider-Man into it, but that's obviously never going to happen unless you get some really
But
weird workarounds of stuff because Sony still does own Spider-Man.
so you might not get Spider-Man, but they did make a very big in-your-face alluded to a Luke Cage reference there,
They did. They
which
made and Defenders. They made it just
yeah.
that whole Netflix series. They were talking that they actually would love to do something like that. So here's my thing with that. Like, I don't care if they ever don't go through with something like that, but I super like that it's mentioned. I'm
yeah,
very happy that they mention it. So when they
agreed.
mention stuff like that, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, you did a little mention of it. That's friggin' dope. That's awesome. I love it. Like, you don't have to actually bring Luke Cage into the show
Well,
or, Danny Rand.
but don't bring them in. Bring Misty there. She's on vacation or something because she's depressed over her arm or some shit. She
I mean,
leaves
she
the city
seems
for a while. She's a minor character. I mean, now that Luke Cage season 2 is over,
yeah,
I mean, she's a little better off. She's not as
correct.
crazy, but it would have been a great segue for her going back to New York and why she left and kind of
Yeah.
what she did in between season 1 and 2.
So yeah, you could bring someone like Misty in there, and it would be cool. And I think it would gain more of a following and everything like that. I know they were talking about teaming up with the Runaways. Did you finish that?
I did not finish The Runaways. I have a love hate relationship with this. I think Cloak and Dagger is a very well done Marvel show outside of Netflix.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting much of it, like other than it being a little slow moving for some people. I
Hmm.
think it was an awesome show. I definitely will watch season 2, but the dinosaur in Cloak and Dagger thing is kind of stupid. Like I
You mean
kind of
Runaways?
Runaways, yeah, sorry. So going back to the Runaways, I feel like this is very teenage angsty to a level that I can't stand.
Both of those shows are very
They
teenage angsty to a level.
they are, but Cloak and Dagger only had 2 kids. This has like 9.
As like a small special ed classroom full of
Like
children.
I'm up to my neck in teenage angst and emo.
That's Arrow.
Nah, Arrow is adult emo. I can get behind that, I guess.
I can't. So my wife's correct. She calls them superhero soap operas,
That's exactly what they are.
and I didn't want to agree to it, but they so are, and it's so depressing. Like
Why?
because I hate it. I hate it so much. The Flash has just gone downhill. The only thing that saves that show is Cisco.
Uh,
He's the
mm,
only person I like on that show.
I like the Wells.
All right, Wells is cool. Wells I like, and then with Arrow, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but God, I hope the Felicity Smoke character just falls into a ditch. She falls into a
No,
manhole,
no,
and then the Ninja
no,
Turtles beat the crap
no,
out of her.
no, no, no,
And
no.
then we're like, "What happened to Felicity Smoke?" And then Leonardo's like, "Cowabunga, dude!" And her head's on a sword.
I like Felicity. I don't like
Hope
Felicity and Arrow.
hope she dies. Hate the
I
character.
I
Dumb
think
character. Don't know why they added it in. We're gonna have the hacker Felicity Smoke. You Oracle from Batman. Get your own fucking show.
she's not
Stop
Oracle from
ripping off
Batman.
other shit.
She's not
This
Oracle
shit's
from
so
Batman.
bad. It's a terrible character.
She I like her. I don't like what they've done with her character. She's become too whiny, I guess is a good word. Like
Yeah.
she's the oh Ricky
Yeah.
like
She Lucy.
yeah, pretty much. She's the Lucy to
Yeah, I
Arrow.
love Lucy.
Yeah, to what's his
Um.
name?
God,
She
there's gonna
she
be
whines.
three
She's
people that
just
probably know that.
I just I liked her early on. I didn't like the whole Felicity Oliver relationship period. I think she should stick behind a computer, shut her mouth, and be Overwatch, and I'd be happy. She's super hot though, so she gets
Is
a
that why you really like her?
yeah. She's got a pass in my book because she's
Because
super
she's
hot.
got. Oh, I thought it was just because her name is Overwatch.
No, no,
I know you have an obsession with Overwatch.
I do, but
Um,
no.
yeah. So, getting back to Cloak and Dagger, sorry for trailing off. It was just a thing that was bothering me about that show. A lot of these shows, that's what it's kind of turning into. Like the crossover events are the only times I get excited about all those shows.
Hmm.
And I'm like, all right, I like the crossover events because it's more action packed, and that's kind of what I want. I want more action, and a lot of those shows, I'm gonna say it's about, and this can go for Cloak and Dagger, this can go for Runaways. I'm sitting here holding a vape pen,
Ooh, nice.
special vape. Um, so it's weed.
It's
Um,
gummy berry juice.
it's gummy berry juice. That's what it is. A lot of these shows have the same, they'll film all these episodes. It's 22 episodes long, and about
See,
10 are going to be action packed, and the other 12, I'm like, I it's like waiting for Dragon Ball Z. to finally get to the friggin' point.
I
They're sitting there powering up for 12 episodes, and then bam,
I
hate it.
agree wholeheartedly. I think season should be 13 episodes.
Yes.
Maybe 14 with the crossover shit, but I hate the crossovers. I hate them.
Oh, see, I actually liked them.
I hate them. I can't. I don't watch Supergirl. I don't like any of the
All the characters
supers,
come together. I like it.
and I don't like Legends of Tomorrow. Can't stand that show. But this isn't about that. We could do this show at a later time.
Well,
Um,
I don't think. I mean, honestly,
unless you
I
want to
think
talk
it's
about
okay
all
if
Marvel shows right
I
now,
I think it's that was DC. I
all
think
fucking comic shows, shows based on comics, whatever, dude.
I think it's okay if we stray from Cloak and Dagger. There's not much to talk about with the show.
Well,
We can
they're
try.
they're kids that get
They're
fucked up
kids.
by Roxxon, some company, and then end up fighting zombies in the end and
Yeah.
realizing how to use their powers. The whole season is about them trying to use their powers and learn how to. The end.
So yeah. So Roxxon, that's a good point. You bring that up. Roxxon has been in a lot of Marvel TV shows. It pops up everywhere. Pops up in the movies. Pops up in the shows. It was in Agent Carter. It was Oh God. Actually, wait. Hold on.
No, I don't want to hold on.
Did you see Agent Carter at all? Probably not. 'Cause you're a terrible human.
I am a
Um,
terrible human.
So at the end of season 2 for Agent Carter, which was the last season they did,
Yeah, 'cause
there
she
was
died.
this. Um, she did not.
Things.
She was obviously in Captain America.
She dead.
You're the worst. There was a giant.
I
Like,
saw her funeral, dude. She dead.
did not see her funeral.
I did see her
was the
funeral.
funeral. Where was it?
It was in one of the movies.
Yeah, I was one. You're not wrong.
I know
But
I'm not wrong because I saw that
she
movie.
didn't die. I thought you meant she died in the show. I was like, no, she didn't die in the show.
No, she's dead. Can't have
Um,
another season if you're dead.
the show took place in like the 40s
I
or
know.
50s. I don't remember.
I am just so screwing with you. I do know that it is a
So-
time period piece.
There's at the end of season 2, there's like this black void venom looking thing up in the
Oh.
sky, and I don't know.
Sounds stupid.
And that was from like that was part of like Roxxon what they were doing. So I don't know if they're gonna try to like tie that in or whatever.
How do they
I
tie
don't
that in? Because Cloak and Dagger doesn't take place in that same time period.
It takes place in the same universe, but not in the same time
They
period.
can reference back to something that happened during that time frame. I
Yeah.
guess.
Which they could link in Shield. Like, it's just it
They did
sucks
mention
because
Shield,
there's
which was cool.
They did.
Yeah, they mentioned Shield at some point, where they had to clean up a mess and Shield got involved, and it was crazy. Something about
Oh.
Roxxon. Yeah, they did mention Shield at one point. They meant, yeah, they mentioned Shield. I'm trying to remember exactly where.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have a confession for you right now. I watched those shows in like 30-second intervals
Yeah.
because
So
a lot of it-
who's a bad human being?
well, all right. So
I actually take the time out of my day to watch them
let me explain the reasoning for this.
because it's teenage
Whenever
angst.
they
of feeling
start to
that.
play really teen angsty, terrible music, I just go 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, because it's awful and it has nothing to do with the story. It is just awful. Please stop including that into your shows. No one's ever going to listen to this, so that's fine.
Dude, I have
But-
the soundtrack to Cloak and Dagger downloaded.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it I'm Sad Life Volume 1?
Yeah, you should hear the Runaways soundtrack. That one's the dopest.
God,
It's like,
it's even worse. I like the dinosaur in
God, you got.
that. That's the only thing I liked. I was like, oh shit, a dinosaur.
I can't get behind this dinosaur thing. I can telekinesis dinosaur. No, nah. Why is there a dinosaur in this show to begin with? I mean, I don't know nothing about the
read the
comics.
comics.
Listen, first of all, there's a dinosaur. What is this, Jurassic fucking Park? Nah, dude, I can't get behind it. I won't read the comics if I know there's a fucking dinosaur in it, because I can't.
There's also giant aliens that visit.
Yep, I'm done.
And Ultron's in it. Captain America's in it.
Yeah, I'm done. Aliens and zombies, I can't. Well, aliens to a point, like the Kree and the Chitauri, fine. But you go like green. I saw an alien thing, like the typical alien thing. No, I can't get behind this. I can't do it. I mean, not saying that's what the Runaways did. I never read it, but no.
I feel like you just hate comics. That's
I
a
don't
majority
though.
of
I
them.
don't. I really enjoy. I'm a DC fan moreover than I am Marvel, but I prefer like Nightwing and the crime fighting of the Bat family stuff. That's what I really like. I like that. Marvel to me is too clean. I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's more lighter. Like I feel DC is a darker comic. I even like some independent comics because of that. Seance Room was one of them.
That's fine. I think Ben's listening to this. Um, it's I don't know. Like, I don't think DC's darker. I think it's the same. And this hurts me to say because I love Batman, but I think they're eventually going to have to do something different because right now it's the same dribble they've been pouring out forever. There's a bad guy. He's organizing more people to take us out, and then Nightwing or Batman shows up, and they're like, "Arr, I'm gonna beat you up," and then they're like, "Oh no, next issue, there's a new one." So
But
the
I
Dark
like
Knight
that.
Metal series was cool. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Uh, but I really enjoy like the Marvel like cosmic like series like Nova Prime and just Captain Marvel and all that shit. I love when they go to that.
I like the storyline with the Court of Owls in Batman was great during the New 52 time frame. That was really good. I really liked that. I
Yeah, and that's
liked.
super old already.
Yeah, no, it's super good though.
Super old.
I was hoping they would make a movie about that or like an
You're
animated movie about it. Did they?
starting to sound like an old man.
I don't care, man. Those are my comics. I'll get the cane out and I'll talk about the comics back in my day then.
Jeez. Old man Joe.
Yeah. But right now, so since we're on that, what comics are you following? Any comics currently? Like,
Yes. I started to read Venomverse, but I actually just finished the new Venom where they discuss Null. He's the god of the symbiotes.
oh god,
And so now it's his whole backstory for like Venom and shit.
it did
And that
whatever.
one's pretty violent because he's just like slaughtering people.
And that's in the first issue. Like, how long have you been following that, or is that a newer
It's
comic?
only 4 issues in.
Okay, so it's something I can pick up relatively soon because I don't follow
Yeah.
any of the Spider-Man stuff. I don't follow. Um, I
You also
follow.
need to give shit a try. I
Yeah,
kind of feel
no.
like you
I
don't.
actually I just picked up Miss Marvel, the life and
Okay.
death of Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. Sorry,
I was
Captain
about to say
Marvel.
Camila Khan or
No,
like
no,
which
no,
one?
Captain Marvel. It's new. I don't have it in front of me. I just picked up Fantastic Four #1 because the first issue came out this week.
Okay. How
Um,
was that? Did you read it?
no, I just picked it up today from the Geekery in Mattawa, New Jersey. Definitely check that place out. I mean, they got my pick list, so I'm never gonna miss an issue again. I'm so happy about that.
100% follow them on like Twitter and
Yeah,
everything. Like they're local to us, and
yeah. The
I haven't
Geekery.
been there yet myself, but the shop looks nice, and Joe has been there, and Joe enjoys it.
Yeah, check them out, thegeekerynj.com. But yeah, so I went in there today. I picked up that. I picked up Titans. I really like the Teen Titans, Titans, Nightwing, and Detective Comics. Man, those are my go tos. There's some others if I see a new storyline starting and it looks good. Like
Hmm.
I've read some Spider Mans back in the day in the early '90s, but honestly, if I can't start from the beginning or I can't find a jump off point, I won't read it, and the story has to interest me right from the beginning. And
Uh,
new Captain Marvel, I'm very interested in. Actually, it goes into her backstory and abusive relationships and shit. So it's
so
pretty
it's
interesting.
grounded. You
Yeah.
like the grounded, like
Yes.
I
Exactly.
like the grounded stuff too, but I guess I really like sci-fi. So when there's stuff that has to do with like space and everything, I'm
All
all
right,
about
Harry
it.
Potter, calm down.
Hey, I like Harry Potter. You like Harry Potter too?
I do.
And Harry Potter's not sci-fi. It's like magic. It's wizards.
What do you think that is?
It's not
Science
sci-fi.
fiction.
No.
Fine. Okay, they're Game of Thrones guy. Okay,
Listen,
dinosaur man
I fucking love Game of Thrones.
and dinosaurs apparently.
I do love dinosaurs.
Uh,
Dinosaurs are awesome.
no, dinosaurs are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
As
awesomeness.
as long as they keep feeding my car, I'm good.
No. They died from awesomeness.
Yeah.
That's how the dinosaurs died.
Or an asteroid. Details, right? They were so awesome. They
Don't
caused
listen
it
to
to
Joe.
happen.
Guys, just don't listen to Joe. He's drinking his PBR.
Mm.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah, I am drinking
This
PBR.
episode has been brought to you by Blue Moon. Yep. Look at that. A little bit of Blue Moon. Let's get
And
that sponsorship, buddy.
pass blue ribbon just because I'm cheap, and that's what Justin wanted when he was over here last time.
That's good. I like PBR.
um,
So yeah, that's those two shows. Cloak and Dagger is supposed to cross over to Runaways, or it does in the comic at least. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I
oh,
guess only time will tell.
I do like the Black Widow comics too. I did read her new 50, not new 52. I read her. Trying to think of the story arc I read. I just read one of her new story arcs too, and I thought that was good. So that's probably the only Marvel one I really look at is Black Widow. Like I constantly look at it just to see what's
So
going on.
you really like the female heroines? It
I
sounds like.
I do. I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn. Um, big fan of the new
So
Batwoman
what?
the new Batwoman show that's coming out, dude. I'm excited as hell for it. Ruby Rose playing Batwoman.
It's probably gonna be terrible.
I don't care. I know you're probably going to say that, and I'm probably going to love it for the first season, and then be like, "This is dumb." After season two,
I hope it's not terrible. I like Ruby Rose as an actress. She's good. She's good in everything she does. But I just it's gonna be on the CW,
yeah, right.
and Batwoman. She's not Batgirl. Like she doesn't have that like moral compass. Like she tries to fuck people up.
Yeah.
Like how are you gonna get away with that?
See, now here's another thing. Um,
They're gonna fuck it up.
they're probably going to, but I'm happy she's there because you have Supergirl, who I can't stand, while the girl who plays Supergirl is very attractive, especially when not in Supergirl uniform. Um, when
She's cool
she
peeps.
when she's regular Kara Zor-El or whatever they
Regular
call her.
girl.
I don't know what her name is on the show. I don't know anything about her because I don't care. I don't like the supers, but she's cute. But now we got a Bat Family person on the CW, dude. That's awesome. And they made mention of Bruce Wayne this last season on Arrow. That's great.
Yeah, well, when?
When Arrow as mayor, what the fuck is his name? Oliver Queen is standing up and he's saying like something about not having Bruce Wayne money or something anymore or something like that.
Ah, okay.
I know he says it. I don't know exact context because I watched Arrow way long ago, but he mentioned it and I got all comic super excited fanboy for it.
So
So what?
it's gonna be so bad. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna,
so
dude. I
bad.
can't wait to see her suit up.
Oh,
I hope the first season she doesn't suit up once and she gets ready to, and that's the last episode.
what? Why? That is so cliche.
Dude, I love Batman Begins. It's such a great movie, and you don't even see Batman until like the last 15, 20 minutes. So good. I like the character development. Character development is huge. I love that. Which is why Cloak and Dagger, haha, see what I did there? I bought it back. I really like the slowness of it because of the development of those characters. Plus,
I hate it. Maybe
I,
because I have the
I've,
attention span of like a frog.
well,
I'm just like, oh my god, get to the point.
I really wanted to hate Cloak and Dagger actually, which is why it took me so long to watch it. Because Olivia Holt, who plays Dagger, Candy,
Hmm.
um, she was on the Disney Channel. Yeah, I'm probably shouldn't be saying too much of this, but she was on the Disney Channel, and I'm a huge Disney fan. Um, and I couldn't stand her in the show she was on, and Kicking It, and was it Girl vs Zombie or something like that. I couldn't stand
Is
it.
that a show?
It was a Disney Channel original movie for Halloween a few years back.
We need to have a talk about your choices of movies. Well, we'll do that off air. I don't have much else. Cloak and Dagger never really had a huge comic. They appeared randomly and stuff. The Runaways is it's a very confusing comic. It's not great.
It doesn't. The
There were
show's
some
not great.
interesting things. Yeah, the show it it took me a while to finish it on Hulu. Like I was watching it and I'd be like, eh. But then I started doing the same thing, like 30 seconds skip, 30 seconds skip.
And it
And I
became
was
good.
like, oh, I finished the show. Look at that.
See, I can't do that. I need to see everything. But
There's not much to see.
it,
It's usually like, why'd you kiss Chad? And it's like, Chad kissed me. I'm just like, oh my god, just get to the comic stuff.
I didn't
This
get
is
to
so
that part yet,
bad.
I guess.
It's so dumb.
Although the Asian girl is probably the only one who's cool, but she's the most angsty, and I can't stand.
She's whiny too. Yeah.
I care more for the parent storyline.
My
Like,
mom's a
yo,
wizard.
yeah,
Your mom's a wizard, Harry.
I didn't. I don't like the kid storyline as much as I like the parents. Like learning that what's his name, the nerdy kid. His dad was an ex-con.
Yeah. That was an
Uh,
okay
like
backstory. And then like he picks him up and
yeah,
there's like a shootout and stuff. That's
that's I just got done with that episode where they
okay.
did that. So,
That was actually an okay episode. Like I didn't hate that episode.
but
I don't think I skipped it. I think I
watched
watched.
most of it.
Yeah.
I just I now that I know what their parents were doing and what the whole point of it is, I just got that whole like 15 years ago um, flashback where why they're doing what they're doing all
Yeah.
this time, and now I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with the series, and I'm
Okay.
on episode 7. I still got like 4 or 5 left, and it's like I don't care anymore because that was the only thing that kept me interested. So
I
maybe
can just tell you what happens.
you could. I'm gonna watch it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There is
Uh,
like a big battle at the end that's kind of interesting. Like it does pick up a little bit more. But I think that's the big problem with these shows and when I watch them is that I watch them because I like the comic book stuff and
mhm.
I didn't get to see it when I was like younger.
Because it
So
wasn't
now it's
cool.
just yeah, now I just well also like the effects were terrible and the acting was bad. Like it was just bad. So like watching it now, it's like the quality's better. It's better to watch. The acting's better. You know the effects are better.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's here right now. Sorry about that. It is late by us people. Um, it's just I don't know. It's just because it's geared towards the teen angst, but it also catches my attention because I didn't get to see the stuff when I was younger. So like I watch it now and I'm like, oh cool, like this is pretty good. And then when it's like, yeah, love you, I'm like, oh my god, they're doing these stupid songs and the Chip's about to kiss fucking Nokia. I don't know, Nikia. Not
Dude, I
Nokia.
don't.
Is that a
What the hell are
cell
you
phone?
talking about? Oh,
It's
cell phones. I thought these were characters in something I haven't seen yet.
just making up preppy names.
Like, who the fuck is
Chip and
Nokia and
Nokia.
Samsung?
Yeah, no, it makes out Chip and
And then
Nokia and
iPhone,
Samsung.
and then iPhone came around. He's the bully of everybody and just put them
Yeah,
all to shame. And he's the villain in that story. Um,
it's
but
I can't. Like it's so bad.
so, Netflix series aside, because we haven't talked about that this entire episode, because those are in a league of their own, in my opinion.
They are 100%.
Those are the best.
Those I can watch. I can
Those
watch them all
those
day.
yeah, those are the best superhero shows out now, hands down. Period, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yes.
Put them aside then, since we agree on that. Out of the
Okay.
CW shows, the Freeform shows, Gotham, all the other
I
shows on.
actually
Stop.
I don't
Stop.
hate Gotham.
You better
I don't hate Gotham.
shut your mouth.
It's better than Arrow and
No.
Supergirl and Flash and Cloak
Little
and
Bruce Wayne is terrible.
Runaways.
No,
Don't care.
he's the
Little Bruce
worst.
Wayne is barely in it.
Ugh. Yeah, because it's
It's
supposed to be more about Gordon.
it is
And
about Gordon.
and in the first like 2 seasons, the show was great. It was excellent, and then I don't know what happened. It became terrible, like unwatchable, terrible. Like I gave up midway through one of the seasons, and I'm like, I'm out. And you even
It's
told me like, hey, it got tons better, and you're not
it
the
did.
only one. People said it had a shit phase for a little bit, but then it got awesome. It got way more awesome than you could ever remember, and
It
I'm
got
like,
way more. You got the
ah.
Riddler in there. You got Penguin. You got Scarecrow. You got Mister Freeze.
But they're
You
all
got
way older than
Firefly.
Batman. Like
They're
in the
really not though.
well,
Like
Riddler looked a little young,
yeah,
I
and the
guess.
Penguin is always. They're really not. Like if you watch it, Mister Freeze obviously just doesn't really age because
Yeah,
he's
he's Mr.
constantly
Fucking Freeze. He's
yeah.
cryogenically frozen and
So
shit.
he's just walking around cryogenically frozen all the time. Uh, Riddler looked young in the show.
He was my
Like
favorite character for a while.
so, I'm gonna say currently in the show, Bruce Wayne's probably 17, 18.
Hey,
Oh, that's my wife.
yep,
Hi, wife.
she's bringing you a
Aw,
new beer.
thank you, hon. Look
Bye.
at that. Bye,
Did
bye,
she get me a
bye.
beer? Um,
She just shows up. She's at your window. She just knocks.
That'd be great if she shows up in my camera feed next.
She's like, "Here's your beer." But like, I'm
But
Nightcrawler. She can just disappear.
and she's back.
Oh,
So
there she is.
Gotham.
No, I know it's not empty. I was wondering why you were taking it, but I appreciate it.
Everybody, that's Justin's
Huh.
wife there.
Hey.
If you're watching this on the audio version, you might be able to hear her a little bit. You can only see the bottom of.
You hear? Yep. Nope. She's just looking at me weird. Say hi to the internet. Oh, she's running away.
Bye.
Okay.
So out of all those shows, Gotham is your favorite, other than the Netflix series.
Um,
That goes for everything. The Freeform shows that we talked about tonight, the CW shows.
that and I super liked Constantine. I am
Okay.
so upset they got rid of it.
Well, I never watched that period. I didn't know what that was when it was out because I
You
never.
like DC Comics?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm so confused with you.
I like what I like. I like my little.
I think you just like the Bat Family. And
I do. You're right. That's exactly what it is.
Ah,
I have grown to kind of like Oliver Queen though, and Green Arrow. I do like Hawkeye. I like all the characters people don't like.
you're like the hipster of the comic book.
I guess so. I like Teen Titans and Titans too. Those are probably the two I follow the most.
So you
But
like Teen Angst?
no, I don't because I don't like the Runaways. The Runaways is terrible, dude.
Oh, I love Teen Angst. The best.
Young Justice, I thought was Young Justice, the animated show
I
was
love
okay,
Teen Angst.
but the comic I never liked. I don't like the Justice League at all. I can't stand the Justice League. Just like I really don't care for the Avengers either. Although the movies are dope as shit.
Watch Constantine.
Oh, is it on? Do you have a copy of it?
It's on Plex, yeah.
All right, I wasn't putting that out there.
It got canceled. It definitely should not have been canceled. It should have been a Netflix show or a Hulu show.
If it was a Netflix show, I'd watch it.
You could 100% make Constantine rated R. Like 100%. It could be a R-rated show. It deals with like demons and crap like that. So yeah, you could 100% make that like a very violent and like dark show.
What about your Netflix
And they tried
shows?
with NBC or whatever platform it was on, and it was still good. I still liked it. And the guy who plays Constantine was like a dead ringer. It was perfect casting.
I don't even remember who that was. I remember the show somewhat, but
Watch show.
I did not watch it at that time. I really wasn't watching too much TV. I was more into video games when that was out, and I was playing video games like 18 hours a day, other than working. But
Was it
so
just
I
Overwatch?
Overwatch wasn't out then. No, back then it was probably Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Out of the Netflix series, excluding the Defender series, because it's all of them.
Okay.
Which set of shows, which hero do you think is the best right now, or which one do you look forward to seeing more than any others?
Right now,
Yeah, or which ones do you think, out of all the seasons, which character do you think is the best? Is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
I got you. I smell what you're stepping in. I'm gonna have to go with honestly probably friggin' Green Arrow.
Really, because that's not on Netflix.
Oh, you whatever. Oh, here on
Yeah,
Netflix. Out of the
because we
Netflix
already
shows.
talked about what you thought
Okay.
it was on regular TV. Now Netflix.
Yeah. All right. So Netflix, I'm gonna have to go with Daredevil.
Really? Okay.
Started with Daredevil. Dude, that introduced the stairway or hallway fight scenes.
That the other thing Daredevil did that I think changed the way a lot of things happened after that, including regular television shows to an extent.
Hmm.
How dark and how crazy things were in fight scenes and shit like that. Like
Oh yeah.
even Arrow got light for a while and then started getting dark again, and it's getting dark again, and now they're trying to go back to more of a season one thing. I don't know if that means flashbacks or whatever, but
Yeah, they said that in
Yeah.
like 3 seasons ago. They're like, we're gonna go darker. We're gonna go season one again. Because you remember season one, he's like Sparrow, Sparrow, and people are like, ugh, and dead.
But he killed people this last season. He killed a
I
lot
didn't
of.
even
He
finish
murked.
the last season.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, he starts murking people all over again.
Well, because the second I see Felicity joke, I'm like, oh,
Oh god.
and then I just turn it off.
See, I don't like any of his new crew. Period. The end. I can't stand him. That's what turns me off.
Wild Dog is
No,
a cool
terrible,
character,
terrible. Stop.
but they gave him some new costume crap, which is
I
awful.
don't care. He's like, oh, my life sucks, and everybody, I hate things. My daughter. Nah,
Yeah, they chose some bad sidekicks for him.
dude, I can't stand him. I can't stand Mister Terrific or Mister Terrible, as I call
Yeah,
him. Um, I don't like the new Black Siren. I don't like her at all. She is the absolute worst. The bad Laurel Lance is way more awesomer than her. Um, Roy Harper, I thought was all right. I
I
didn't.
liked Roy.
I didn't. He could come or go. When he left, I was not shedding a tear. But now that he's not there and he's got these sidekicks, so I'm praying for Roy to come back. I'm like, this dude needs to come back. They
I
need to
always
fix
heard
this.
there was mumblings of him like coming back
Yeah,
for a couple episodes.
well, he's back next season, full time, from what I understand.
Nice. Yeah, I liked Roy. I thought he was a good addition to the show.
And since you didn't finish it, I'm going to spoil Arrow for you.
Ah, don't do that.
All right, I won't then. I won't. I won't.
Shut your face.
Okay. Well, watch it then.
Shut your face.
Watch it then.
Shut your name. Shut
Yeah,
your face.
I don't know why we're still talking. You should be watching Arrow right now and finishing it.
Dilemma. Is it two wins?
But
Yeah. I'll fucking turn on tomorrow morning.
no, you won't. But it's fine.
I'll
Um,
watch it.
the end of the season doesn't make me go, oh, I can't wait for next season. It doesn't do that, but it makes me wonder what they're going to do next season. So I'm curious. I'm curious. I will give Arrow another shot. Flash, like you said though, I think the final nails in the coffin on that. They should just end it.
I I like it because I just like the Flash and I like Cisco and I like Wells, but they need to stop with the time traveling crap.
Don't get me started on time travel.
I know. We all know. The whole world knows. They need to stop with that, and they need to just. He's got such a huge like rogues gallery of villains. Like pull from that, man. Like make it fun again.
Which
Right
one would
now,
you
it's
choose for
just-
next season then?
I would do King Shark again, or Gorilla
Oh my
Grodd.
god, I hate both of them.
Oh my god, what is up with you?
They're terrible.
Why are they terrible? It's a giant ape and a giant shark.
That's what's
I'm
terrible.
failing to see what's terrible.
That's
about
what's terrible. You just said what's terrible about it.
it. That it's a giant shark. You're
Yeah,
against a giant shark.
I am so against the giant shark
Why?
with buff arms.
Yeah,
No,
he's been in prison. All he does is work out.
he's in prison. He's a shark.
Yeah,
It's called a
Swimming
shark
around.
cage.
and he's jacked now.
No,
'cause
he's-
been doing this.
It's.
And
I
the
think
doggy paddle.
that's one of the
Doing all
worst.
of it.
That's one of the worst characters ever. And Grodd is just as bad. I can't stand him. If Grodd,
That's awesome.
dude, if Grodd's the bad guy, I don't watch that episode.
Now, who do you want as the bad guy? Fucking trickster. I wouldn't mind seeing Mark Hamill. back
Yeah, I was
saying
gonna
all
say,
that.
dude. So
But-
that was a bad example.
Who else?
I like DeVoe. I think DeVoe could have been better.
DeVoe was awful.
I said he
So
could have been
bad.
better. I like DeVoe as a
That right
villain.
there, you're like, he could have been better.
He's a
Just
dude,
means
though.
He's
a
bad.
he's a dude. He's not an overgrown fucking shark man.
Yeah, he's a dude that takes like everyone's power.
But he can outsmart Flash. I want to see people
He
outsmart Flash.
basically
Not run
the
faster than him or brute force the Flash.
Oh, but he does.
Who?
DeVoe.
Brute force?
As soon as he gets everyone else's powers.
Yeah. Well, he did. He had to think and outsmart the
yeah,
Flash to
no,
get him.
Fucking super wheelchair. Wheeled himself around and then took
Dude,
people's powers.
you better not say anything about Peter Dinklage. And what's his name being the same person ever again after that?
My super wheelchair.
Yeah,
That
stop.
was freaking terrible. It was such a bad. No, it was so bad. I could not wait for that to be over.
Well, it's over, and I'm happy it's
The
over
entire
too.
time I'm watching that, I'm like, he's in a wheelchair. Just go up to him and push him over. What is so hard about this?
I'm telling you, dog. I just think DeVoe as a character himself could have been better. Not saying they did it wrong. What?
Here's DeVoe, right? Here, this is my hand. He's DeVoe. I'm in a wheelchair. Look at me. And then here comes the Flash, right? Little Mario Amiibo.
That's not the Flash.
He's like, zip, and then knocks him over. And then DeVoe's like, no. Oh, here, wait, let's do this. Here's DeVoe, which normally looks like Gorilla Grodd right now. Here's the Flash.
For those of you listening, he's holding a Donkey Kong figurine and a Mario figurine. Mario is Flash. Donkey Kong is DeVoe.
Then,
go ahead.
Don't ask why they were readily available. I just have them on my computer desk. And then so here's DeVoe. He's in his little wheelchair. He's going around. Here comes the Flash, and then end of the season, end of the show. It would have been done. Flash would be like, "Good luck getting back up," and then he takes a special chair. Done. Done.
I just think he could have been done better. But
yeah,
I think DeVoe is a really good bad guy.
No, terrible.
I want to see Flash go up against Punisher.
That would never happen.
I know, but it'd be great.
Also, totally different universes.
I just want
one's Marvel, one's DC.
Fine, bring in. I want Slade Wilson to cross over.
I need you to read some comics.
I just need to keep shit straight and not drink a lot.
Slade Wilson would be cool. Deathstroke would be nice to show up, but he's going to be in the movies now, so they're not going to bring him in. Well, no, they had Deathstroke. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's an Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he should show up more because
I just want to see him I just want to see him shoot Flash. Be done with it. Flash doesn't see him, and boom.
The Green Arrow and Deathstroke episodes were great.
They're the best. They are. Slade Wilson is the best villain in any of the CW shows. The best villain.
I don't know why they don't just bring that back. If they could bring that back, that would be awesome.
What? Slade?
Slade Wilson, yeah.
Well, he was in a few episodes of Arrow. I don't know if he got that far.
Not in the last season.
Yeah, well,
is he fighting Arrow? They're we're gonna jump.
Without ruining anything, they team up. Slade comes.
I don't know why I said yar, I'm a pirate, but
Slade asks Oliver for help.
Okay, which is weird and not like Slade Wilson at all, but whatever.
Well, watch the season. I'm not saying it's a good storyline, but
thanks. You're really selling it to me.
Well, I liked it. You seem to have issues with it.
Not saying much. I've just learned what you liked. Depressing. Okay. All right. Well, that's so those are the shows. What actually I'm curious. What as far as Netflix shows go, what are you preferring? You're gonna say Jessica Jones.
Okay, so we don't need to ask me on that.
I friggin' know you. I know you. You just said you had a thing for female heroines, and I'm like, this dude's probably digging Jessica Jones. That second season was garbage.
The second season was not good.
It was not good at all.
I still enjoyed it.
I watched it.
Yeah,
I like to watch them.
But the first season with Kilgrave, absolutely amazing.
First season was great.
Her being the drunk Jessica Jones is great.
It was awesome.
And they kind of toned down her drinking in the second season.
Yeah.
And the private eye thing wasn't really as big as I wanted it to be.
Himself, David Tennant playing him was fantastic.
Amazing.
It was awesome.
I also cannot stand in that show her best friend Trish.
Yeah. Especially that second season with her.
Yes, she's her story.
She becomes Hellcat.
Stop.
I know she turns into a hero.
She just needs to die. They need to kill her off. And then have Jessica Jones just start drinking and binging because her best friend died. And then, boom, bring her back. What?
If you can make that happen,
I'll write it.
She's walking alongside of her, and they both get sniped in the head by the Punisher.
Dude, you just crossed universes like I did 3 times tonight.
I did. Just like crossing streams. Just like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her. As far as the rest of them, the CW shows and all that stuff, what do you think it is then? Smart man.
It's gonna be Arrow. It's gonna be Arrow.
Nope. X-Men the animated series. What?
Hold on.
No, I'm kidding. Actually, it's Arrow.
I was about to say, X-Men's Marvel,
I didn't say it had to be DC. I just said
You
out of
just
any of the
did. You
shows.
literally just
I said
said
out of
that.
any of the shows. I said
No,
shows.
you
I did
said
not.
DC.
Oh,
We're gonna go back. We're gonna listen to this
yeah. Go
recording,
ahead. Fine.
pinpoint,
DC. It's Arrow
and you're
anyway.
gonna
It's
be
Arrow
like,
anyway. Because it had to
"It's
be.
our anyway." Okay.
It meant. I kind of meant shows kind of had to be on air now anyway. But
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Hmm.
Marvel TV is terrible.
It could be way better,
Yeah.
which is weird because their movies are great, and then their TV
And
department's like,
DC has the opposite problem.
yeah,
DC's TV is fucking amazing, but they need to fix their movie stuff fast.
and
But
bad, like
I'm
a lot.
I'm so speaking of movies, let's end it with this. Aquaman's coming out.
Yes, bro, man,
I
Aqua bro.
I honestly don't think it's going to be good.
I will. I think
I,
it'll be good.
I'm going to see it. I just don't think it'll be good.
I'm gonna go see it too. Um, I think Jason Momoa has that same like screen presence as like The Rock. Like he looks like a chill dude, and you're like, oh, cool, it's Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Just like when you see The Rock in like anything, you're like, oh, it wasn't a great movie, but The Rock's cool. I
Jumanji.
feel like, yeah, I feel like Aquaman is gonna be the same thing.
I'm going to give it a shot. I just don't think it's going to be good.
I think the effects are gonna be great. And James Wan is a really cool director. He did all the Insidious stuff and The Conjuring. He did all the horror movies, which is weird for him to take this on, but he apparently really wanted to do it. So
Yeah.
it could be, I don't know, man. We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see some movie magic happen.
So we'll wrap it up there. You want to give last thoughts on anything?
Yeah, because I'm yawning in everyone's ear again. I apologize for that, people.
Well, it is like 2 in the morning.
It's not. It's 10. So everyone, thank you for joining us again. I feel like we should have an outro like
Yeah,
Mr. Rogers.
I don't have that kind of outro, but I do have an outro, but you never remember it, so I have to do it.
Well, yeah, that's too much. It's too much. Hey guys, so we got up to 100 subscribers and Instagram, which I know is probably means nothing because there's like 12-year-old kids with like 1,300 followers. But you know, it means something to us. Puts a little special place in our heart. Like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, like us on Twitter. Joe's gonna go over and say all those things. We'll give you the proper names for it anyway, so that's where you can follow us and like us. Always give us 5 stars if you can. I don't see why you can't. It's literally just a click of a button. You're not straining yourself. Give us 5 stars. Do it now. Run along. Go, 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 go. The other stuff I would like to say is we're trying. We're getting stuff together. I know the last podcast we recorded, my audio was god awful. We're fixing all these things in the coming future. We're getting some better equipment. Hopefully, we sound better for you guys. And the last thing I would really like to just stress and just, god damn it, like everything we do. Just do it all. Like it all up. We're really trying here. We try to bring you guys some decent content. We try to keep up to date with everything. We try to report on any breaking news that we possibly can, which I'm sure all of you guys hear first anyway. But that's all I got, man. Those are my thoughts.
We do have day jobs.
We do. We do. You could ask us IT questions. We know those.
Justin more than me, but yeah.
No, that's not true.
So I really thought you were going to go over all our stuff. I was like waiting for it. I was waiting for you to say, you know, to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/nerdcaster, on Twitter at nerd_caster, on Instagram at nerdcaster, and then like Justin said, give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify. We're on Spotify now, woot woot, and we're on Plex. Pocket Cast.
Oh, we're on Plex.
And we're on Plex now. So if you are sitting there watching movies on Plex, search for us, like us, subscribe, or follow, or whatever Plex is calling it. Hook us up with listens there, man. We'll take them where we can get them. I don't care what platform you use. If we're not on a platform that you know we should be on, hit us up at hello@nerdcaster.com via email. That's our email address if you want to talk to us. I think that's it, right, man? Did I miss anything? Oh, yes, I did. I also want to say thank you to Ben Goldsmith from SourcePoint Press and the writer of the Seance Room for joining us last week again. That was great to have him. Um, if you haven't heard that interview, go back and listen to it. He's a really funny guy, really cool interview. Uh, and like I said, if you're in the Old Bridge, Middlesex, Monmouth County area in New Jersey, check out the Geekery on Main Street in Mattawa. You can check them out on Facebook.com/The Geekery NJ, on the internet at thegeekerynj.com, and check them out. They do poll lists, so you don't have to miss an issue of your favorite comic book, and they'll hit you a DM in Twitter or an email to let you know when it's ready for pickup.
Yeah.
That's all I got, buddy. You got anything else?
Uh, yeah, one more thing.
Sure.
What I would like to do is eventually try to throw a small, little, I guess, contest together.
Sure.
Eventually, I have a few Raspberry Pi zeros and threes laying around. Because, as Joe mentioned, he and I are both in IT, so we're constantly messing with stuff. So hopefully, in the coming weeks, we can try to get something together like that and have you guys enter in, and we'll see if we can just ship something out to you guys.
Yeah, you
Just
can,
as a thank you for listening, if you do listen to us.
and you could set up your Raspberry Pi to pull our RSS feed and listen to us on your new Pi that you just won
Damn.
from Nerdcaster.
Look at that.
Look at that project that you could do.
Yeah. And we'll teach you, we'll help you.
Yeah, you could hit Justin up at justin@nerdcaster.com anytime you need help.
Yep, or Joe. At hello@nerdcaster.com.
Actually, I'm Joe at nerdcaster.com.
Well, you have both accounts.
I monitor both accounts.
Yeah, you monitor both.
You can
So,
you can do that if you want. I'll let you take over that.
maybe we'll talk. Not now. We'll talk later.
Yeah, off air. That's not important.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. That's it, man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you did tune in, if you didn't tune in, you know, I don't know. Go to hell.
All right. Nerdcaster out.
Later.